Hey gentlemen, Rodney coming at you. In today's little quick vlog, I want to share with you the importance of credit and how it does matter. As you've seen from the thumbnail, the guy in the little car, but there are a couple things that you need to really be aware of, that how credit matters and how it affects your life. One is the interest rates, right? So everybody's done this sometime in life, for the most part, where your credit's not that great. You went to go buy a car and they said, hey, your credit's X and here's your interest rate and your terms, right? So it does affect it to a certain degree, and the more you pay in interest, obviously, the more money you fork out of your pocket, right? And so having not only just a great score but great credit history affects what you're going to get as far as the payment, the amount of time, how much you have to put down. That really greatly affects it. Now, don't get me wrong, a person with excellent credit has gets 0% interest and zero down, but at the end your payment is very, very high. And so there are trade-offs. And so it's better to err on the side of having excellent credit than it is to have crappy credit. And so credit does matter, and it does affect your interest rate. And the higher your interest rate, the more money you pay, gentlemen. It's just the way that it works. This is our world. This is our society. I don't make the rules, but I know how to follow them and play by them very, very well. Number two is that not having good credit basically affects the terms of what you have to live by when you go buy a house, buy a car, finance electronics, etc., etc. You're going to have to put more down. You might have shorter terms, which makes higher payments, but most of the time, honestly, just being in my field for so long, it's really the amount that you put down. It's how much you put down. So for example, when I was doing huge equipment lease deals, at $150,000 piece of equipment, you'd have to put, 20% down. And you had a lease rate factor that was ungodly because your scores were in the 500-600s. And, some people go, oh, well, that's not fair. Well, dude, you wrecked your credit. That's what you deserve. So just understand this, gentlemen, that the terms are not going to be favorable to you. They are not, okay? And again, that just all goes with, you taking care of your credit. I mean, it's everything. This is how our society is run today. You want to get an apartment, they run your credit. You want to buy a car, they run your credit. You want to get a cell phone, they run your credit. Now there's other places like, Cricket and all those other places where you just have prepaid. But when you're going to prepaid, what does that tell you, right? That your credit's not that great. So that's why you're using prepaid, right? And so you want to get a new iPhone, right? What do? On your credit, here's your terms. Okay, so again, it affects your credit not being on point, affects everything that you're going to have to deal with. Okay, and then also thirdly, really affects, whether you believe it or not, it affects your confidence. It affects you as a person, right? You might think, God, I have crappy credit, I'm not worthy. And that's not true. Credit is just a snapshot of time. And we have to realize, gentlemen, is that in that moment of time, your credit might not be that great, but you could always get it fixed fast and get yourself back where you need to be, because confidence is key. I mean, it just, when you've got 700, 800 score and, you've got all these credit cards, you've got a house, you've got vehicles, the whole bit, it changes the whole dynamic. And that's part of the third part of confidence, is that having your credit on point gets you higher limits in approvals on credit cards, lines of credit, bank loans, personal loans, business loans. Your limit is so much higher because you're showing the lending world that you're worthy, that you're a safe bet, that if they loan to you, there's a very high chance, 95% or more, 90% or more, that you're going to pay that debt back, because it's proven in your history, in your credit report, that you make your payments on time, you have no late payments in the last 24 months, you keep very low balances on your high limit credit cards, you make excellent revenue, and the list goes on and on and on, gentlemen. That's why having credit is super, super important, because you're going to be affected by the interest rates, you're going to be affected by the terms, and then lastly, you're going to get higher credit limits if you have your credit on point, right? Meaning you have the history, you have the usage below 30%, you have on-time payments, no late payments, and the list goes on and on. It's just the way that our society works. It's the way the lending world works. I've been in it for over 25 plus years and had an amazing career, and still do. But I know from experience in helping all of my clients, gentlemen, that getting and having and keeping your credit on point is essential to you growing your business, starting a family, keeping a family, going on holidays, and the list goes on and on. You can level up your status in life. You could be down here and then in a very short time be up here. But you've got to be able to take responsibility for your actions. And that's one of the biggest things with credit, is that people don't take responsibility for their actions. And that's why I started and created Complete Man, because Complete Man helps you in all those areas, in 4 key areas that you can literally focus on yourself, and in a very short time take your status from here to here, your credit from here to here, your personal life from here to here, your health from here to here, your relationships from here to here. And it just it's a phenomenal feeling to know that you are in control of everything in your future, and you know what to do, what to say, how to act. You can dress in nice clothes, go where you want, eat where you want, date the woman that you want, travel where you want, drive the car that you want. I bought my Tesla last year in the name of my company, and I drive a brand new 2021 Tesla Model 3. And gentlemen, it's a great car, right? I mean, you don't want to be driving around in a hoopty, but I got great terms when I purchased the vehicle because I had great credit. I have great credit. I have. And the best part is that it's in the name of my company, so I also get the write-offs. So understand this, gentlemen, is that while I'm making my payment, because I do it on a lease, because I wanted to have the company write-offs because of the money I make, but also I wanted to have a new vehicle, because normally I would just purchase vehicles used. I've driven Mercedes my whole life just because they're dependable and smooth ride, but I'd always pay cash for my cars, and so I did it. But here's my Tesla, right? Favorite color is blue, gentlemen. And you just got to ask yourself, right? I mean, listen, it's a beautiful car, brand new, and it rides like a dream. But I got it on corporate credit. They did do a soft pull on my personal, but you know what? This is the result of having good credit and getting great terms and managing my life. And gentlemen, you can do that for yourself too. It doesn't matter where you're at in life right now. It doesn't matter. If your scores are 500, 600, you can level up. That's why I started the Complete Man Revolution. It's a revolution, gentlemen. My goal is to reach 1 million men this year, and you can make it happen. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell below, and share it with as many men as possible that need it, because I truly believe that the Complete Man course will change how men act, how they live their lives, to take responsibility, to be excellent at everything they do. And there's 4 key areas that I have recognized in my 25 plus year career in finance that affect us, and they all affect the other areas. But if you can get these 4 key areas on point and master them and become excellent, I truly believe you can level up your life to the next level. So again, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, the notification button, the like button, so you can push this video out to as many men as possible. Again, my name is Rodney Kim, and my goal is to hit and reach at least 1 million men this year so that their lives can be leveled up and changed for the better. I appreciate you. See you in the next video. Cheers.